KellyInVegas. We got to talk Premier Lacrosse, and I suck at this app. Okay, this is why we do need Dan. Everyone was asking about Dan.
They were asking about Dan?
Oh, yeah, I missed someone asked about it. Who asked about Dan in the chat? Someone did, and said that they love Dan.
But we all love Dan.
I know. And how was the wedding?
The wedding was a great time. Laguna Beach was really weird. Apparently it's called June gloom. So like every morning you wake up, it's like cloudy, like 65 degrees. I'm like, what's going on, California? And then it was like 80 degrees by like 2 p.m. So it's great. Lots of walking, hiking, couple margaritas. Might have been overserved at the wedding. The pro tip when you go to a wedding is, look, this is what it is. You go up to the line with like 20, 40, 50, 60, 80, $100, depending on how many people are in your group. It was only me and Sam. So I just gave him like a 20 every time I saw the bartender. Yeah, I think he didn't catch my drift that like I just wanted to not wait in line. Not that I wanted like an entire glass
full of money and you got no perks?
Oh, no. I got glasses of tequila. Oh. Like it was a problem. Like, so the next morning we see Dan's parents and I'm like, hey, mom and dad. And they're like, hey, party girls. I'm like, oh shit. Like, I don't really remember. I don't remember posting on Instagram. I don't remember FaceTiming Brett. I might have FaceTimed
Brett
you.
Was so happy about it.
He was asleep. It was fine. Listen, It was a great time. Small, intimate wedding. I almost started crying because the like speeches were really good. They were really good. You know, sometimes weddings are like, man, yeah. They had really good, like heartfelt, like, I don't know, just like very like, oh my God, you can feel the love type of speech. And so it was really nice.
I hope to feel that way at your wedding.
Yeah, exactly. Then I decided I was going to get married because the guy, the officiant, what are they called? Because it's not a pastor. It wasn't a church. I don't know what he's called.
Officiant?
Yeah, so it is called an officiant, right? So anyway, he, made you feel some type of way. And it's like, oh, maybe I should get married one day.
Oh, that's so nice to hear. Well, I haven't seen you in a while, so I guess I haven't really been caught up on your love life with Brett, but I've been maintaining my distance because when I'm with you, it is an absolute shit show, but we're going to see each other for the Yankees-Phillies game at the end of July, and everyone could join at Billy's, but we're
literally doing back-to-back weekends. No,
what?
Not back-to-back weekends. We get a weekend off, right?
One weekend off, and then we go to PLL in Boston.
My dad's birthday, PLL, Ireland.
And someone in the chat, Sean Michael, said, Kelly, get us PLL in the 813.
What is the 813?
I think that's Florida. No?
Maybe.
He was asking about betting PLL in Florida. He said he can't.
Yeah, no, Hard Rock, I asked them, I said, guys, where is it? Unfortunately, it is not. So they said maybe next year. But that's kind of the one downside of only having one legal sports book. Luckily for me, I got some other people. Hey, can you give me some lacrosse lines? Thanks.
How did you get into Premier Lacrosse, by the way?
Dan. So if you guys follow anything on Wager Talk, our producer Dan pops on to Wager Talk Today and Last Call and a couple other ones every once in a while. He played lacrosse in college. Now he's doing some coaching, but he does a lot of stuff with the PLL. And last summer, he was like, Kel, I think you should like connect with these guys. It'll give you something fun to do for the summer. And then I was like, wow, I'm really good at this. So it was, it's been all right this year, 7-5. I'm not happy about it. John Murray told me yesterday, he's like, what? You're 7-5. You should be happy. I'm like, listen, the New York Atlas blew a four score lead last weekend. That was not very much fun. It just got a little, I was just a little frustrated. We'll just leave it at that. A couple of games didn't go my way, but look, here's what happens. You need to be betting underdogs. They're 10-2 against the spread this year. This is an underdog league. Last year, unders were hitting at a great rate. This year, they're just 6-6 on the season. So we're going to keep an eye on it. But it's really exciting because this weekend we have 3 games on either ESPN, ESPN2, or ABC. So you don't have to be subscribed to ESPN Plus to watch.
What did you like this weekend?
So I gave up 4 games. My video will be out tomorrow because we don't have Lacrosse Fridays this week. It's Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool. That's why I think there's more primetime games available. That same New York Atlas I just mentioned, yeah, I'm going to back them again. I'm not happy about it. They should have absolutely beaten Maryland.
You just hate New York. It's fine.
No, it's fine. I'm betting them this weekend. They're 0-3 against the spread. This team is going to win this game. They're not due. They're past due. Philadelphia has covered 8 straight against them. Like the whole world is going to lay it with Philadelphia. The price is wrong. I think it should be minus 110 on both sides. There's not a lot of value in the Atlas even money, right? It was even money earlier this morning on FanDuel. I know you had the odds up there a second ago, but here's the reality. Philadelphia should not be favored. They should not be favored here. Even money at best, or minus 110 on both sides. Bill Tierney, their head coach, 1-6 against the spread as a favorite. I'm sorry. I'm going to back the Atlas again. If they break my heart, they break my heart.
It's just going to make you hate New York more. Great.
There you go. It's perfect.
We'll love to see it. That's why we're going to go to Boston. I guess it's neutral ground. Sean Michael wants to know if there's any college football sprinkle futures that you like.
I was at the Westgate yesterday, and we did a ton of videos from the Superbook, and we were looking at the board, man. Here's the thing. I know I bet that Florida future I wouldn't call it mid college basketball, early college basketball season. I don't like to bet futures this early. Not saying that there's anything really catastrophic that's going to happen, but there's not a lot of values in betting the futures market, right? You're picking one team to win the whole thing. I would prefer to bet some season win totals, which I'm diving into. I was talking to some of my buddies. I'm going to take the Texas under this year. They have a really, really tough schedule. I know everybody's expecting Arch Manning to be the second coming of Jesus Christ, but I'm not buying it just yet. So I'm looking for some good prices there. Unfortunately for the sportsbooks, my best price is probably going to be against my buddy Steven. He's a huge Longhorns fan, and I'd like to get my money back from last year. There's a couple of games on that list they probably should have lost. But there's teams I'm looking to fade, teams I'm looking to follow. I think as far as betting somebody to win the national championship, there's not a ton of value. I mean, teams like K-State are 100-1. They're not going to win the national championship, right? Like they're just not. They'll be lucky to make the college football playoff.
Do you like the markets for making the playoff?
So that's the interesting thing about the markets to make the playoff. I have never dabbled with it in college football, right? Because now we're up to 12 teams. Before it was less. So now it's kind of like, do I want to start looking at that market? I think I will dive into it over the next few weeks and kind of see where we're at. I do think K-State has a real shot to win the Big 12. Not a lot of value there, though. There's not a lot of real, like, guttural information outside of, I think their defense is going to be improved. I know a lot of people like Iowa State week 0 in Ireland. I don't see it. I made K-State a 4.5 point favorite. That would be so
sad if you go all the way to Ireland to watch K-State lose.
Listen, I don't usually travel for them to lose football games. I usually pick games on their schedule with a purpose.
That's a bold statement.
It's true. It's true. I don't go to games that I anticipate losing. I look at the schedule. I'm like, no, I'm not going to that game. The last game I went to in Austin, K-State had a real shot to win it there in overtime. Didn't get it done. Was it disappointing? Of course. Listen, Farmageddon is what they call that game. Kind of sucks that K-State gave up a home game to play in Ireland, but I'm really excited. I'm going to take my Aunt Helen. I think it's going to be more of a trip, and I backloaded it. So like the game's on our last day there, and then we fly out. If they lose, not all is lost. Like I can't imagine going later, like going to the game and then trying to schlep my fucking luggage around Ireland, just angry. Like, no. So we're going to go early, 10 days, and then we fly out the next morning. If they lose, it is what it is.
If they lose, then you just get to fly home and be double miserable. Jessica Brand said Ohio State and Texas is her top 2.
I get it, Jessica. That's everybody's top 2. We'll see who ends up. Here's the thing. A lot of people love Sark. I'm not saying he's not a great coach, but Texas is always back until they're not. And Ryan Day, on the other hand, I don't think is as good as a coach, but they have more money than God. And they just buy their way. Somebody mentioned Will Howard. He wasn't that spectacular. He did win a Big 12 championship. But he was spectacular because of the personnel around him. They had a great offensive line. He had a great tight end. He had a pair of wide receivers and a really stud running back. Hello. We'll see. We'll see how it ends up playing out. But I promise I will. Bases loaded. You mean Total Bases, Sean? The show is called Total Bases. It's so great you don't even know the name of the show. And if Tokyo Brandon slacks me one more time to tell me how great they are on the show and how much everybody loves them, I might cancel it. So there.
Kelly has all the power now. So he says same thing.
All the power. No, I don't really have any power, but I do have to laugh. I'm like, listen, guys, I'm happy you guys are getting 1,000 live viewers.
No, Kelly
I'm
is
happy they're building it.
Like on her power trip right now at Wager Talk until football starts. And then she'll be like, okay, hands off. I'm done now. I have
literally, that's all I'm doing. I just got to get us to football season. And if everything is working smoothly by then, that is my goal. Look, it's been an interesting transition. I don't think anybody's even noticed. I don't think anybody's even noticed. I could be wrong. They might have noticed, but Things seem to be going
very well. It's a lot more work on your end than people will notice, but you notice, so that's all that matters.
Listen, I said this to our good friend Joe the other day. He hit me up and he's like, Kel, I'm dealing with these doctors. I'm dealing with this hospital personnel. And I'm like, yeah, well, guess what? I'm a therapist to like 35 handicappers now. And he's like, what? Like, I swear to God, that's what it feels like. I know how Johnny Detroit finally feels, just trying to take some things off his plate. And
it's like,
I want to see a well-oiled machine. I am a type of person that streamlines things efficiently. And I love it that people are like, okay, here's my job. This is all I'm going to do. And then you work off of each other instead of 10 chickens with their heads running off trying to do everybody's job.
Listen, you have to make everyone's job easier. You make our lives easier because everyone in the chat loves to just listen to what you have to say so they could just go and bet it. And that's why we're going to bet the New York Atlas this weekend on Saturday. It's great odds at plus 100 right now on the FanDuel Sportsbook. Kelly in Vegas, thank you so much for coming on as always. Make sure to watch us on Last Call because I replaced her until football season starts. I'm just kidding. What else are you doing?
That's it. I am hanging tight. I got a call from Andrew McGinnis over at Wager Talk today. Asked if I wanted to start doing some CFL stuff with him. So that might be a thing. Get a little football fix. But yeah, basically going to start. I mean, usually July 1st, I hit the ground running with NFL. I usually wait till Warren Sharp's book comes out. Mark Lawrence's book comes out. Those guys give you all the cheat sheets, right? Like Teddy Covers is already doing his stuff on Opening Line Report. He's sharing some of his power ratings with me. Ralph Michaels already put out his college football power ratings. So like a lot of the groundwork, and that's what's so great about being in this industry with a lot of people you like, is that there kind of becomes a teamwork aspect of things. Yeah, well, you help each other, but like it's nice. I can cheat off of their work and it saves me hundreds of hours in the month of June. And then it's like, okay, here's the baseline. Well, here's where I disagree with Teddy, or here's where I disagree with Ralph, or, same thing with you with baseball. It's like people are like, why don't you just bet Ariel's baseball? I'm like, because I think I just need a break. And baseball season that's your break. It's just a grind.
That's why I go to college basketball. It's my break.
Yeah, 162 games is just a grind. So like right now, again, doing PLL stuff. I love the over, by the way. That's probably going to be my best bet this weekend. The over in the Utah Archers and the Denver Outlaws. I hate that it's juice minus 115 on that side towards the over. It was not. It was flip-flopped earlier today, but here's the thing. That line is way too low for these two teams. Denver finally got the monkey off its back, got a win last week. Utah, undisputable. I don't care what anybody else in this industry says, is the best team in the Premier Lacrosse League. They're going to argue it. That team is so good. They're going to run it back again this year, I have a feeling. Denver has some real studs on their team again, starting to finally be a more cohesive unit, play well together. I like the over there. I think it's going to be like 24, 25 goals scored. So we'll see. I'm excited to hear what your prop bet is. Those have been fun. Been really digging that kind of aspect of things because I just don't look at the games from those types of angles.
We love props. It's the best way to take advantage of the market. They don't know. There's too many of them out there, and we're going to win. Kelly in Vegas, always a winner. Thank you for coming on, and I'm sure you have to recover from Vegas.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, she's a champ. Kelly, talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.